Los Angeles, and welcome you there. Until then, we shall often hold your hand in the closing pilgrimage upon earth for you, and give you, through our radiation, that freedom, courage, and confidence of your victory, for God, the mighty I Am presence in you, is your certain victory always. I thank you. Woodards Group, Los Angeles, California. Beloved students of the light, you who have read Unveiled Mysteries, The Magic Presence, those books of the experience of this good messenger, will need no introduction to myself. You know that at the time of my ascension, not a single thing of this kind in the Western world had yet been made public. Even my own beloved family thought I was still in the tomb, after the beloved Saint Germain had released me from it. It was a very wonderful thing. Today will you bear with me, because this is the day of the ascension work for these beloved ones who are conducting this class. I want to bring this to your notice and show you how this beloved one had arranged today really for my coming. She might not have known it, yet it was done, just the same as Mr. Frank Lanning unknowingly prepared the way for the mighty arc turns. Now dear ones, the ascension is so practical. When my body lay first in the home and then in the receptacle which had been prepared for it, I was free. 136. From that body, discussing with Saint Germain the plans for my ascension. Please feel, as I speak these words to you, the reality of my own experience, for it will carry into your feeling world the conviction of how practical and how real the ascension is. That must one day be achieved by every human being on earth. It is not a matter of your choice, beloved ones, but the eternal victory over the conditions of the earth comes finally through the ascension. Now there are many, many among the I Am students in America today who can make that same ascension which I did, in this embodiment. Why do you suppose this good messenger was brought to the cave of symbols, permitted to witness these transcendent activities and to assist in one? So he might carry back to mankind the feeling of that true reality. Jesus, the beloved one, conveyed it to mankind 2,000 years ago or more, but who believed it? Now in our Western world, our beloved America, there has come the same proof to mankind. Today there will be further proof, because the time is not far distant when a number of the ascended masters will come and make their bodies, their ascended bodies, tangible to you so that all may see and know the truth of which the messengers have spoken. Now then, in my endeavor to convey into your feeling world the reality which I know to be, will. 138 Ascended. You through your feeling accept this, the radiation which my words, as cups, carry to you? Accept it and allow it to do its perfect work within your mind and body. Believe me, beloved ones, when I say that the sense of years over your head really makes no difference. You do not know what your mighty I Am presence can do for you. Please do not limit it. I know how I had limited myself, believing I was entering so-called death. Yet there is no such thing in the universe as death, oh, beloved ones. I say this to you precious ones with the silver hair, there is no death, never was, and never can be. It is true individuals cast off their bodies, but you are more alive than you are in the limited body. Now this great blessing which has come to mankind through the beloved Saint Germain is giving humanity the full conscious conviction of their own ability to enter into the ascended master's state of eternal freedom. Let me say for your great strength and encouragement that in the interim when I lost consciousness for a few moments in the outer, and then became vividly conscious in my higher mental body, it was a state of consciousness never to be forgotten. I thought it was a long time. Yet I was only a few moments entering from the state of outer consciousness into the full consciousness of my higher mental body, notice this, in which I was able to give Saint Germain the assistance he required in enabling me to make my ascension. Saint Germain could not make that ascension for me, but he, in the unlimited activity of my higher mental body, taught me how to release the currents of energy quickly from my presence, which did the work of refining the part of my physical body which it was necessary to raise into my higher mental body. Thus we become the ascended being. Remember, it is the refined part of your physical bodies that ascends and is absorbed into your higher mental body. At this point, the transformation from the human into the divine takes place. All appearance of age leaves your body and the garments you are wearing dissolve into the garments of the higher octave. Then as the great ray of light and energy descends from the mighty I Am presence, the refined part of your physical body, and mark you, There is nothing left behind, the refined part of your physical body ascends. It is absorbed into your higher mental body. It ascends on this ray of light from your presence and is absorbed into the electronic body of your mighty I Am presence. Then you become the ascended being, such as I am today, as Jesus, Saint Germain, and hundreds of other ascended beings are. There is only one process, beloved ones, by which this is accomplished. I have given you the exact 140 Ascended Master Discourses. Explanation, as the messenger has and always does in the classes. Feel how practical this is and that it is within your reach. Oh, do not let the matter of years interfere with your feeling of the full consciousness of your ability to have this victory. Do you see now the beauty of that which Saint Germain has brought forth? We have all used this same application to accomplish the end of this human pilgrimage, which is the ascension. Please feel that your human no longer has power to limit you, even in your comprehension of these simple yet majestic truths. Feel now that the ascension is for you. Returning again to my own experience, it was made clear to me how, by directing certain currents of energy from my presence, I could, instead of releasing myself from the body, by those mighty currents purify that body which lay there apparently helpless, and then raise it into its eternal perfection and activity. Precious ones, the day you experience that, it will never be forgotten in eternity. Oh, the thrill of the victory when you begin to see the change through the rays. In my case, I was in my higher mental body pouring these rays forth on the body which I thought, as the outer memory closed and the inner began, I was leaving behind. As I turned and from the higher mental body began to project those rays, I watched in every cell of that body the change which took place. I watched the light renewing it and installing or expanding the light within each cell, and I watched the density with which I had clothed it dissolve. Then to see that body raise and come to me. Thank you for feeling that so vividly. I feel greatly rejoiced that you can feel the reality which I wish to convey to you. It will always remain, beloved ones, within your feeling world, and I greatly appreciate it. My humble efforts today will not have been in vain, for I rejoice that so many of you can accept it fully. Allow it to become active in your life to do its perfect work in your body. The great ascended masters assisting and the beloved Saint Germain, who has such courage, brought forth this work and stood guard over it until now. It is expanding the light in these groups, which this beloved messenger has found he could come to and voice our wishes to you. Far more than that, it carries into your feeling world the reality which we know to be for your blessing. So in this activity today there is another great step of achievement. Do you wonder, you who are so greatly in earnest, why certain ones of the ascended masters are using this opportunity to dictate and convey their wishes to you? Because a very definite, powerful accomplishment is being set into action within you for your victory. When this class at the 142 Ascended Master Discourses Pan-Pacific Auditorium is completed, there will be hundreds of you precious ones who will not again know limitations. Oh, I rejoice so greatly. At the time I returned and sang in the ascended body, as described in the magic presence, you could never know the joy, the thrill, as you express it, which filled my being in again being able to stand forth visible and tangible in the limitless power of the voice of my mighty I Am presence. Today there are hundreds of the blessed, beloved I Am students who are beginning to sing with that inner voice. Oh, that suddenly all human sense of limitation might be removed, so you could feel the full glory of your mighty I Am presence, as it stands ready to pour forth through your heart its wondrous glory. Your heart is the heart of the mighty I Am presence, its anchorage within your human form. May I say to you, as the great Arcturus said today, your heart is not your heart, but the heart of the mighty I Am presence. How well I found that out when I saw that through my human heart in the form which lay there seemingly helpless, I could restore, purify it quickly, and raise it into eternal freedom. I am using that same purified ascended body today and always shall. You do not, after you have made the ascension in this manner, ever return into human embodiment again. It is not necessary. Your pilgrimage on earth is finished, but you can come and make that body tangible and visible at will in the octave of earth. You can render a service indescribable and inconceivable to the one not yet having attained. Today my joy is very great in being able to convey into your feeling world the reality of this which I am describing to you of my own experience. Why do I speak of myself? Because I can thus convey to you the true feeling I had at the time of the accomplishment. Now you will go forward in the deeper and deeper understanding of your mighty I Am presence. You will be more conscious of your ability to call it forth much more powerfully each day. Know that your application cannot fail when you call your mighty I Am presence into action. The power of the universe surges into action to fulfill your requirement. It knows no interference or resistance. Then you realize your part is to keep your feeling world harmonious until the presence can do the thing for which you have called. In that, you know positively it cannot fail. As you gain this confidence, you will go from one wondrous victory to another, and with very great speed. When I saw the distress within my loved ones who had been left behind, I said to Saint Germain, "Is there not some way we can alleviate that?" He said. 144 Ascended Master Discourses. Oh, yes. Then, we went into the home where my blessed family were together. He showed me how to release peace and rest through the power of radiation to the family, and quickly they became adjusted. Then shortly after, when Saint Germain one day said to me, "Great joy is in store for you," I asked, "Just what do you mean?" And he replied, "There is going to be another ascension in your family," and I exclaimed, "Can you mean it?" Then he showed me how it was to be accomplished, and my rejoicing knew no bounds. During that accomplishment, I went with Saint Germain to the cave of symbols. There in the tangible, visible body, I held my own two beloved children in my fond embrace. Again, can you not imagine, can you not feel even now as I speak, our great rejoicing? Oh, there is no experience of grief, dear hearts. That is only what the human has conceived and made real to the outer consciousness. Today, this great infinite knowledge and understanding is being made real, simple, and plain to beloved humanity. Our love is so great for you. Having gone the way and knowing how wonderful is the achievement, do you think we could ever rest until you two were all ascended into the same great freedom? Oh, no. No one who has accomplished the great victory feels satisfied until all of those blessed ones following on have also achieved this same great victory. The mighty divine director and the other blessed ones who have come forth have charged into the feeling world of mankind these great qualities. They always see within your world the assistance which they can give, of which you are not yet aware. How you will thank the messengers one day, when with that clear inner vision you see what their great courageous effort has been to bring Saint Germain's freedom and blessing to mankind. There is no rejoicing in the whole universe so great. So, step by step, beloved ones, with all the power the law of your being permits, we are conveying steadily and surely into your feeling world that which will be your certain, complete and, we hope, quick victory. It will be rapid to the degree that you will, through your feeling world, say to all limiting discordant appearances, "You have no power." And really feel that is true. Then as you call your mighty presence into action to perform any given service, you will find that the intelligent energy of your presence will act with tremendously greater power and speed, because there is no feeling within you to obstruct the way. Your discordant feeling is the only thing in the whole universe, so far as your world is concerned, that can obstruct your way. You see, within you is the victory or the failure. 146 Ascended Master Discourses. Here is the great encouragement in the understanding, activity, and acceptance of your mighty I Am presence today. Let us take for an example one who only partially feels the reality of his own mighty I Am presence. One day he thinks, "I believe that is true," and tomorrow, "I am not so sure about it." That person is wavering and will not have the quick victory. Suppose he says, "I know that presence is there, and nothing shall take that away from me." Then he enters into a positive state, and he will receive the power more quickly. With the one who has been wavering, once he has contemplated the chart, the heart knows its reality. If he does not gain the victory in this embodiment, then he certainly will in the next. This is the beauty, the wonder of this understanding of your presence. Whatever you do not gain in this embodiment when you go forth free from the body, you will carry with you clearly and vividly, all you have gained in the understanding of your mighty I Am presence. Then when you have cast off the body, you stand free. Thus, the Ascended Masters will take you into their octave of light. They will complete the full feeling within you of your reality and the victory. When you come back into your next embodiment, you will quickly gain your victory and the ascension. That is why, precious ones, this understanding is so powerful and far-reaching. Every step you gain in the acknowledgement of your presence is eternal. You never lose it. Nor can you ever forget it, I mean within your feeling world. You know, the intellect is a very curious actor. It jumps from place to place out here and only judges from the appearances, but the heart stands steady and firm. It knows. It never jumps from one thing to the other. It is always accepting the mighty I Am presence, but the intellect, through its ability to judge from partial information, makes constant mistakes. It says to the heart, oh no, all these things cannot be true. But the heart goes serenely on, ignoring its attitude, knowing someday, somewhere, that intellect will have to subside and give obedience to the presence. That allows the power of the heart to act in its fullness. Then comes the freedom then comes the joy which fills the hearts of all mankind. Our precious Lady Betty is having a day of real work, but how she is being blessed in that work. I want her, Lady Betty, to know how joyously we have stood guard to give her assistance to her complete victory. She is winning it in a wonderful manner. Her wonderful, limitless service in the staff has been so beautiful. You precious ones in your way too are winning that great victory. Our blessed, little dynamite, as some of the students have come to call the blessed messenger Mrs. Ballard, how we love her you cannot imagine. 148 Ascended. Precious ones, that dauntless, limitless, courageous service which she is rendering, working all day and all night in getting the things ready that give you blessing and freedom. Even today, when she would so love to be present, she is working on the decree book to have those decrees ready for you, to help you all possible to your freedom. Oh, we want you to know, blessed ones, how we love you, how the messengers and the staff love you, how grateful is our love to you for your love which you pour out to the messengers and ourselves. You have heard the statement so often, I am the open door which no man can shut. Do you know what that really means? Your outpouring of love is the open door, because that love comes from your mighty I Am presence. Your outpouring of love is the open door which no man can shut, for it keeps you a pure, open channel for the glorious radiance and energy from your presence to pour forth to bless you. In closing, let me say to you, do not accept, precious ones, ever again the lack of energy in your bodies. Do not do that. It is only your human concept which limits you. Oh, just like that, burst every human thing that is binding you. Allow the great energy from the presence to flow through, and it will at your call. Try it. Say, mighty I Am presence. Charge my mind and body. With your limitless energy, with your perfect health. You are the perfect action of my body, mighty I Am presence. I had forgotten that, but now, since I know it, I will not accept anything else into my world but your perfect activity. If one has a sense of age, it will quickly disappear. You would feel the joyous activity of a young girl. It is possible for you to do that and quickly. The gentleman may do the same. Do you remember the old statement our blessed one made, except ye become as little children, ye cannot enter the kingdom? Do you not see, precious ones, what is meant by that? As you become consciously aware of your presence and are able to release its energy at your call, the limitless energy from your presence, do you not see that you have youth and freedom of action? Although you are grown in form, you are as little children in the activity of your freedom and the alertness of your intellect. This is a very wonderful thing. It is here for the use of all who really accept it. Saint Germain, the great master from Venus, Nada, the divine director, and I have recently discussed this very activity. We are trusting that the great cosmic law will permit certain things to be done for certain of the I Am students, to be an example for the rest. That which I referred to above is one of them. We may take one who shows the appearance. 150 Ascended of perhaps 60 years, you know that is quite young these days. Then we would quickly bring about the transformation of eternal youth in appearance as well as activity, that mankind may see the result of the power of their presence and what it can do for them. A few examples of that kind, I am sure, would be absolute and complete liberation of mankind. There will no doubt be many things done which will give the evidence. You know the human. Oh, it wants evidence so much, and yet within its own human form is the greatest evidence of the universe. The very anchorage of life in the human form is the greatest proof possible. There could be no greater evidence, if individuals but knew it, but still there are being planned many things for humanity which will more quickly enable them to accept the great outpouring from the presence and give them the quick victory. I rejoice in this opportunity, in my humble way, to give assistance to you today. I thank the beloved Sister Mrs. Woodard for the opportunity of expressing my wishes, to you, precious ones, for being able to accept it, for I am so rejoiced at the great acceptance you have been able to feel of my humble efforts. Will you not carry this with you constantly, my feeling, my presence of your victory? Think of it. Only very recently, dear hearts, was my victory accomplished, only just a few years ago. Think of it is not from some far-off age that I come to tell you of my victory. The beloved Saint Germain invited me to come, because in so recent an achievement he says he thinks I can convey more quickly and clearly into your feeling world that which is your victory, because it was mine also. Today, I rejoice with all my heart, and I shall have to stop or our beloved Lady Betty will run out of books. We just love you with a love that is a mighty dissolving activity, dissolving every imperfection which has existed in your world. Will you not accept it? In the use of the violet consuming flame, call your presence into action to complete the activity quickly. Then stand forth joyous and free, for God, the mighty I Am presence in you, in your heart, is your certain victory. I thank you. Los Angeles, California.